I hate this thing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight, yes, we will be taking a peek on my gear closet, but this is not yet my full gear closet tour or review. I will be doing that together with the tour of my workstation right here. I remember last video I got a new PC. I just wanted to show you guys my setup. It's not quite done yet. It's almost there. Getting there. Just need to, do a little bit more cable management. Tonight we'll be talking about the top 5 things I regret buying during this journey that I'm taking of photography and videography. So without further ado, let's just hop into it. First items are, yes, I said items are gimbals and steadicams. I know that it's hard to explain, but it's not bad because it's a lousy product. Gimbals and steadicams are actually pretty awesome products, but not if you buy a cheap ass steadicam that won't balance for shit, that doesn't come with extra weight, and or if you buy a gimbal that you don't really have any use for in the near future. So I already swapped my gimbal out. It was the Photography AK2000, but yeah, I swapped it out for a few things like this new tripod I have, a few light stands, a few LED lights, umbrellas for my flash, for quite a number of things. I regret it not because it was a lousy product. It was a great product. When I used it for that 2 times or 3 times that I used it, it was great. But then again, I bought it just for those 2 or 3 projects. And hindsight, they say, is 2020, and I could have just borrowed the gimbal from someone to do those projects, and it would have saved me money. And now at least I was able to trade it in for a few stuff. But yeah, next up on the list is cheap tripod. This right here is a very, very cheap tripod. It's actually the first tripod that I got. I know people say that when you're starting out, you don't really have to buy the most expensive gear, the best gear, but this tripod is the cheapest thing that I found. It is a bit decent. So this was, I think, 400, 500 pesos. And it was okay at first, but it would end up, the video wasn't straight. It wasn't taking straight videos. It was always slanted. So when I took videos, I had to rotate them in post. Sometimes I lose frame, and that sucks. So I just have to post them that they are not straight like that, and it sucks. So I really regret buying cheap tripods because I ended up buying and buying and buying, and I kept buying more cheap tripods like this one. This one's a decent one, but it's a bit hard to set up, and it doesn't really do well with video because it has like a very flimsy ball head. So yeah, I'm gonna show you that. I tried to replace it with this one, but luckily I have a friend who lent me a decent tripod, but I have to return this soon because I already have my good one. And yep, that's the second thing, cheap tripods. My advice is when you're getting a tripod, at least get a decent one to begin with, because it's a very good investment. You're gonna end up using your tripods for so many years if you buy a great one. So I suggest you guys invest on a tripod if you're starting out, and that's some advice. And together with that, this counts as a tripod. So this is a cheap one. It's like 200 pesos over at Lazada. It doesn't bend well, doesn't even have a ball head. But what do you expect for 200 pesos, right? Buy cheap things and you'd be surprised sometimes, but most of the time you won't be good. So this is what happens to it. So you don't want that happening when you have your camera on this. So I ended up buying a Joby one, the better one. Third thing is this. A Boya wireless Lav Mic. Again, not the worst product. Actually sounds pretty good. And I only regret it because I only got it again to shoot one project. So I'm not really getting my money's worth for it. And I could have used it more. I could have taken advantage of having it. But then again, it leads me to my fourth thing that I regret buying. And those are four things. Fourth thing, but there's two things. Cheap microphones. Oh my god. This one, I used it for 2 videos. I wasn't even sure if it was recording video through this microphone. But it didn't sound very good if it was actually recording. And this one that I got to replace that one. This one is around 700 pesos from Lazada again. This one is around 1,900. This is actually branded Saramonic. I think they do make decent microphones, just this model in particular. I think this is their most entry-level one, the Vmic one. It sounded kind of decent, but still not the one I was looking for. So I ended up buying that Deity Vmic D3. So imagine if I just took advantage of this and never got this and just went straight to that, the Deity one. I would have saved myself around 2,500 pesos right here. So I do regret buying this. This one's a bit lousy. This one's not really lousy, but again, I regret buying it because I'm not using it anymore. And if I bought that Deity mic to begin with, I could have saved myself some cash and saved it for something else, to buy something else in the future. So these mics. The top 5 thing. The last thing in this list. It's a smiley thing. No, it's actually, I don't know what this is called. It's like a U handle. Again, I used this once. I got it like last December or January. But I used this once for a photo walk, to take a video of my friend doing a photo walk, and I ended up doing handheld. So waste of money. Again, it's around 600 pesos in Lazada. It's very cheap, but I still regret buying it because I don't use it. It's another 600 pesos down the hatchet. And I was actually looking for a top handle when I got this because this is so hard to carry around. I mean, what kind of bag would you have to have this space for this thing? If I got a top handle, I could have just easily put it on top of my camera. But again, you can't even lug this around in your bag. There's no actual pouch. Let's check. Where will you put this? There's no space in there. How will you bring this around? And I have a bigger bag. Still, this will take it. Handles sticking out. You can't carry this around. I don't know why I got this. I can't even sell it because I can't. I hate this thing. Some of you might like it, but personal preference, I hate it. Hate it, but I can't get myself to break it or sell it. I can't sell it because, I don't know, any buyers, 100 pesos. I will give this to you. Just shoulder shipping, 100 bucks. Hit me up. Alright, so those are the 5 things I regret buying during this journey, during my first 10 months of doing photography and videography. Again, just to recap. First, what was the first thing? Steadicams and gimbals. That was the first thing for me. Second thing, cheap tripod. Third thing, wireless lavalier mic. But let's see. I'm not gonna sell it. Let's see if I get to use it. Might come in handy soon. But again, this is something I can rent for cheap. This was around 8,000 pesos. Next up, cheap mics, which I could have avoided if I just used this in the first place. And then, last and definitely not the least, this thing. It's a horseshoe handle. U-handle. I don't know. It's supposed to help you balance your shots. Balance your shots. Woo! Update on my PC, by the way. Just, woo! Yeah. Full tour, workstation and gear closet coming soon. And just finished my milk tea. Get your milk tea, guys. Addictive. Is it focusing? ADDICTEAVE by K&K. Awesome product. Yeah. So if you guys like this video, if you enjoyed watching this video, hit the like button. If you want some more, hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notified, hit the bell. And share this with your friends. Please, it will help the channel a lot. And I have an announcement. I just hit 111 subscribers, and I wanted to do a giveaway soon, maybe on my next video, so watch out for that. So I'm gonna do a giveaway. I don't know what I'm gonna give away yet, but it's probably going to be a camera, a film camera of sorts. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to my 100 subscribers. So that's it for me, guys. Peace out. Oh, I'm not wearing a cap today. My hair started to glow. Peace.